Okay, that's me. Hi, I'm Howard Sherman, crowdfundbuzz.com. Good evening. Okay, energy. Here we go. Marketing is a daily event. You're never ever doing this once. It's a common everyday event. Buzz is ongoing. It's never ending. You're never done. You're never over with it. Crowdfunding is hard in general. Wall Street Journal had an article recently. Crowdfunding is like a full-time job, from the pre-launch stuff, the video, the platform, the perks, the pricing, the cost structure, and then that's daily. Then fulfillment afterwards. But during, it's buzz. And basically, we start out with chaos. What do I do? My biggest client's questions is, how do I get a video done? I'm going to get your card later. And it's like they fire and forget. They just do a campaign, set and forget it. It's going to cook on its own. I'm done. I'll have money. So it's like launch project, collect cash. No. That's my biggest point of education with clients is you don't just put the campaign out there and hope they find it, and good luck with that. And maybe if you get funded, you let me know. I want to put you in Guinness. The idea is that there's a whole structure behind crowdfunding and all kinds of moving parts to it, and each cog turns part of the wheel. Yeah, promotion awareness is a never-ending process with that. Okay, promotion. We start from, as Brian said, a top-down approach. We got to the media. That's AP Newswire, different news services, bloggers, syndicating services, and get the news out there. Pickup comes from any shape and size and form. I've had clients get picked up the last week of their campaign if they're a month out there and they're on TV. I don't know. I've had clients get interviewed. I had CBS in Detroit called me last week. They wanted 3 or 4 crowdfunders to come on the show. Anybody in Michigan, South Haven, that kind of thing. And I got contacted all the time by magazines, online, print, everything regarding promotion from press releases. It gets out there and then it's out there forever. SEO kicks in. They can Google the topic and then up you come, the product, the service, the offering, the nonprofit cause. So press releases are still very powerful and they still work. That gets you to a lot of people at one time, possibly. Bottom point, social media, that's going to be also critical before, during, and after a campaign because it keeps people engaged. During the campaign, you can talk before you even launch a campaign, and then you do like a round 2 or round 3 campaign, you have fans and followers already with you to kind of be along for the next ride. Like this lady over here, did a great job the first ride out, did better the second time out, and probably will kill it the third time out too. I have a hunch. Okay, let's see. How to create buzz. That's press release media outreach. That's how we get out there to the masses. Along with that, social media. A lot of people don't know how that works. Social media is great. We do a lot of that for our clients. A lot of them don't have followers. They don't have a Facebook page even, or they have like 12 likes, and they're not there. Let me just take a quick segue here and show you how powerful that can be on our own website. I didn't put this in the presentation, but roll with the punches, right? That's what I do when you type 2.
You just go to that.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, type too fast and can't see what you're doing. That's a good formula. Right on. Okay. I'll go up here real quick. I'm going to do here the picture being worth 1,000 words kind of thing. Oh, here it is. I'm here to plug the blog, but it is a great blog. Okay, this client got a number ranking on Google from what we did for him with Facebook. We got him beat it out. I'm sorry. He beat out a published travel guide in print on someone's website. Our Facebook promotion got him a Google #1 ranking over publisher websites. This stuff works in many ways. That's just one way among many ways that social media really can kick your campaign up a notch or two from SEO rankings that are organic in nature and get you up there and listed, and then you get click-throughs right from Google. Other times people will like and share and pass it around. It goes viral. That's always our best outcome. And then Twitter, retweets are awesome. My followers are over 10,000, and then followers follow me, and then they retweet that. Then this is cool. I'll retweet that too, and then this thing spreads. So definitely powerful on social media out there. Ours, yours, everybody's. The more, the better. The network could be critical of that. Okay, this is mine. Okay. PR firm, that's like kind of what we do, or some people hire a full-blown, PR firm from the old days, and they got them quick to speed with crowdfunding, but they still don't quite get it. But definitely do something and don't do it yourself. A lot of people go, oh, I'll go to PR Web, I'll do a press release, it's a train wreck, they don't know what they're doing, they pay all kinds of money, they get no results at all, they're very frustrated, and their campaign's running out of time and they're nowhere. So go with a firm of some sort. Track your traffic, measure. As you're going to be promoting daily, measure daily. What's happening here, who's clicking through, where are my backers coming from, who has backed me at what level, why, when, and where. Always want to track your results and make course corrections as you go along. Engage your backers, and backers that might want to back you. You want to have a conversation with your people on the campaign itself through the comment section, activity. Everyone has that, either Rocket Hub, Indiegogo, Kickstarter. There's some way to keep people up to date. They can comment over to you, you can comment back to them. You want to engage your audience at all times. Keep that buzz going on the page. Your actual campaign can't get stale. And so many people I see run their campaigns, they, again, set it, forget it mentality. They make no comments, no updates, no status reports, no improvements, no nothing. It's just you hear crickets where the campaign's concerned. That's a very big mistake. That's like the last point too. Always update it. Comments, updates, pictures, status reports, videos. Always keep it fresh, because your backers are going to like to see what you're up to, how they're doing, how they helped you do it, and then they might get you more refers. They'll spread the word for you, and then again, energy, energy, energy. Always buzz. Press releases. Where's it go? Everywhere on the web, especially. We got out there to news websites, TV, radio. Syndication, where it goes to RSS feeds, even bigger blogs pick up press releases too, and even bloggers individually will subscribe to these feeds and pick up new news and blog about it. That's how they always make up new content. They're not sitting in Starbucks thinking of a new idea, they're getting 1,000 a day in their inbox. It's pretty amazing. So it's out there for the masses. Yeah, the news does spread fast. So hype and buzz, always ongoing. Social media, cover that. Email lists, 4,000 people you emailed, is that right? Right. That's a great starting point. If you're in pre-launch mode, I think a lot of you are. You're going to launch, you haven't launched yet. Build your list. Build your social media circles. Build your Facebook fans. Build your Twitter followers. Build your mail list. Start a blog. Bring on continuous and build channels of connectivity every chance you can. There's not one thing that works in crowdfunding. It's a lot of things work in different ways, so do them all. High visibility will come from many different channels. I talk fast, so I'll be done in 5 minutes rather than 10 minutes. Okay. I didn't go through the bill yet. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Here's one of our guys, number one on Indiegogo, featured as one of the featured projects. We've done it before, and this wasn't an accident. It wasn't this guy's killing it. He's doing everything right. He's active on his project. He's continually engaging his people on it. He's out there on Facebook. He has cool swag to give away on his perk levels. He's doing everything right. So this is definitely how you get there. Is a lot of different things happening at once. People say, how do you get to Indiegogo top page? Here's how you do it. This is the Indiegogo thing. The Go-Go Factor, we cracked the code. Kickstarter is similar to some degree. We haven't cracked their code yet, but we will. Just a matter of time. It's basically the same kind of common, factors as even Google. Google will reward a web page a higher ranking by keeping it fresh, adding content, always adding new blog material. That same totally applies here. You're always going to want to update your campaign, whether it be Indiegogo, Kickstarter, etc. But Indiegogo especially, this is the code. And it will apply to any other campaign too, but this is how they rank projects higher and higher, higher. But this does apply everywhere else as well. Update continually, every day you're doing something. Add additional team members, encourage people to share. There are referral buttons in the Indiegogo thing, and you can click that, and then they share it. In fact, referrers can lead to even more referrers, because that can really spiderweb for you. And that's a whole other side conversation we can have. Things over and over again. Any questions? I told you, Red Bull, 5 minutes done. Gosh, I talked that well so fast. All right, no questions at all. Yes, please.
So, how do you get a lot of those followers? Those followers are impressive.
Lots of content. Like we'll tweet about a new film project in Los Angeles, and then our keywords, again, this is like, one part art, one part science. Our tweets attract people. In fact, I'll go back over here, and that answers that question very nicely. People searching for a certain keyword in Twitter, or a certain interest, or certain like, a certain trend, they'll pull up our tweets in their searches. Hey, this looks pretty cool. And then, bam, we get followers. And then, depending upon where we are, number 2 poll in Twitter for that keyword at that time, number 1 poll in that keyword for that time, and we're doing this all day long. We're doing it on crowdfunding topics, technology topics, medical research, whatever, the topic du jour, if you will. And then that builds our follower base every day of the week. Yes? Oh, yeah. $10 billion results later, right? Exactly. Yeah. It's too generic. You have to. This is not an SEO class. I get it, but not to get totally way off scope here. But that's an SEO class. Basically, the long story short is fine tune keys. Tune piano keys. Play the ivories. You want to pick keywords out that are relevant to what you're doing. That's true of websites, campaigns, Indiegogo, Twitter. Even to agree Facebook, because look, Facebook, our keywords got a Google 1 ranking through Facebook, which is pretty awesome. Keywords are like a whole other science by itself. That people give classes for weeks and boot camps and keywords research. Wait, that reminds me back to say, I want to add what they use about the video. Same thing with your buzz. If you have a long, boring headline on your campaign, you're going to lose people. Your video should be short and sweet, equally true your headline to engage people. Very, very fast example of that. All right, we'll go up one here. And I'll take a question next. I'm not ignoring you. One fast second. Yeah. All right, while we're waiting, what's your question? Yes. No, we don't. We're purely organic. Except for the PR, news wires, because that costs us money to get out there on the AP Newswire. Other than the paid placement for the press release, because all the better ones are cost money. No, everything we do on social media is all organic. And that too, like our Facebook ranking was all done through our own efforts in house. We didn't pay someone to do it for us. We didn't. It happened all by itself in the wild, you might say. All right, here's one real quick. Nice kid in England making fudge. Killed his goal. 2-line headline. Wicked British fudge. 2 years ago. Female dyslexic entrepreneur. It's intriguing, right? I mean, that's it. The headline should be as short as the video. And keep it simple. Get right to the point. What is this? What I want to go here? What's my stake in this? And that builds buzz too, because they like the campaign. They'll think it's cool. They'll want to go ahead and share it with somebody else. You always want to get that wow factor in play. Anybody else with a question? Wow, Twitter, Facebook, social media, headlines. Okay, neat. Okay, cool.
Well, we're going to have a Q&A in a minute.
Okay, cool. Well, that was it. Thank you. Back to Red Bull. Thank you.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Thank you.